Hello, it's me. It is I, brother teacher, once again. In this video, I want to demonstrate to you some of the strikes that we use in martial arts. I've done these videos over the years. This is a new day. This is 2021. This is February. I'm going to do them again. Now, we want to start out with the correct way to make a fist in karate. This is 1, 2, 3, thumb down. This is how it looks. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a correct karate fist. You strike with the largest two knuckles by the thumb side. These two knuckles here. You never strike, especially on impact, and flex your wrist. This must be firm. Your hand must be in line. Your hand must be in line with your forearm, especially upon impact here. If you weaken the tightness or the firmness of your fist, it's going to collapse, and upon impact, this is going to happen, or that's going to happen, and you're going to damage your wrist, possibly break it, and it's going to delay any training in the near future. So always keep that fist at first when you're learning the technique. And it takes many hours, many repetitions to perfect this karate punch here. So you have to be conscious of striking something semi-solid or a heavy bag. Okay? Here, in line. Not like this, not like that. Okay? Now, hop. We'll start here. Hands here. The left fist center. Center meaning where my solar plex is. And I'll show you how to find the center. If you can't do it, just can't do it, turn to the side. Bend at the elbow until your fist touches your stomach. That's your center. Here, if it's down here, you know that's not your center. If it's up there, you know it's not your center. Arm straight in front, bend at the elbow, turn to the front. Guess where I'm at? Solar plexus. That's your center. Okay, back here again. Bend the knees slightly for this training exercise. Always keep your elbows slightly bent to avoid hyperextending the elbow joint. So here, there should always be a little bend. You have to be consciously aware of that at first until you get it down. So here's the punch slowly. They move together. They pass each other. They begin to turn and or rotate. Here. They stop. They move together. Here. They pass. They're turning. And they stop. Here. There. Here. There. Now, picking it up a little bit. Here. Here. Breathing. Breathing out, I should say. Ki. Ay. 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 Real time. Hey. Hey. Now, I neglected to tell you, and I'm going to tell you now. Ordinarily, you would throw your hip into the punch. It hurts me a little bit because of my arthritis, but it's okay. I'm going to do it anyway. It doesn't matter because I have to continue to move from here. Watch. So you're going to throw your hip into it, throw your hip into it, throw your hip into it, throw your hip into it. Now, here we go. Oh, hop. That was the reverse punch. The next technique we're going to execute is going to be your back fist. Why? Because you're striking with the back of your fist. What part of the back of your fist, brother teacher, you might ask? Those same two large knuckles here. Okay? Now, in this instance, I'm going to take my defensive posture, or my fighting stance, we might want to call it. Here, there. You want to withdraw your lead hand just slightly enough to build momentum in your strike. I just told you what part to strike with. In most instances, when you execute a back fist, you are striking your opponent to the side of their body, to the side of their head or face, and if they're facing the side, to their ribs. So, you protect, and you strike here. Always exhale on the exertion. Exhale on the technique. You breathe in before that, of course. So it's ki, of course, your ki is more exhilarating when you're actually attacking someone. Like so. Here. You got here, back fist like so. Looks like this to the side. This side. Back to the front. Switch stance. To the front with the other hand. Ho hop. Now, the targets that you are looking for when you strike with your back fist are vulnerable targets. For the most part, we don't strike just to be striking our opponent. If we miss the intended target, whatever we hit, we still should hurt by virtue of the fact that we do train in martial arts. And we're developing us as the tool or ourselves as a tool. So you want to strike the temple. That's right outside the eye. Here we'll talk about the reactions and or ramifications of striking certain parts of the human anatomy later. But the temple, there, anywhere in the bony part of the face, here, okay? If your opponent is swinging at you and their arm is up, their ribs are exposed. Kidneys oftentimes are exposed. So you strike the kidneys as well with your back fist. That is a good way to use your back fist. Vulnerable targets. Here, again, to the kidney, rib area, and also to the side of the face. All right? Now, there's another back fist. Japanese Okinawan arts call it uraken. It's here. It's very much in close when a person gets this close to you. This back fist, you can't do it that way. This is more distance. Uraken is here. It's done in this motion here. It's a raking motion. Here, there. The fist is facing this way. Okay? It's up and down. And a good target is the top of the nose. Here and down. Here and down. If a person were to try to grapple you and grab your legs, you can also use your uraken straight down like so. Straight down like so. Now, that's the back fist. Ho hop. The next technique would be the hammer fist. Hammer fist can be done on the collarbone or executed against the collarbone on top of the nose. Two common targets. Another thing is if a person tries to grapple you again, you can use the hammer fist. This is the part of your anatomy that strikes your opponent. This fleshy part right here at the wrist, above the wrist. Straight down, hammer fist. Why? Because it looks like you are using a hammer. That motion there. Here. That's your hammer fist. Ho hop. The next thing would be your palm strike. You use the bulb, the bottom of the hand. Put your fingers together in unison so that you have more solidarity and strength. Curve back a little bit here. And you use the palm, avoiding the wrist. You can damage your own wrist. If you strike something solid or semi-solid, use the palm. The palm is typically used under the chin and under the nose, going straight forward, okay? Especially against a taller opponent and you are short, going straight up here. palm strike. There. This is a training exercise again too. Here, there, palm strike. Under the nose, under the chin. Oi, 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 oi. The palm is also executed upside down, again at the chin. You can do that as well. At the chin, here, like so. And the palm can also be executed to the side, such as the ribs, the side of the head or face. All right, here, that way. Same part of the hand. Lower kidneys or the ribs here. Okay, hop. The next technique we're going to do will be the spearhand. Spearhand is this. Now, spearhand looks like a spear, right? There. It's usually done towards soft tissue, eyes, throats. Some karate systems like the solar plexus for the spearhand. It takes time to develop the strength in the fingers to execute a spearhand effectively to the solar plexus. Oftentimes people are heavyweight, obese, and you may not penetrate, or they're wearing a jacket or coat, something thick, and you can't get that spearhand penetration. But the neck is never protected, nor are the eyes by any extra muscle. So they are always a great target. Spearhand here. There. Looks like this from the side. Here. Now, the spearhand can be done straight as well, as opposed to flat. Here. Okay. And it can also be done upside down. Here. Still executing the same thing towards the eyes and the soft tissue again, the throat as well. Here, you can be done this way, especially in Kung Fu. Here, there you go with the spearhand. Hop. Now, another one of my favorite open hand techniques would be the knife hand or the knife blade. The chop, some might call it, old school. I'm in my position here. This reverse reminds me of the back fist. It's easy to execute this with speed. Here, and the part of your anatomy that you're striking with would be this fleshy part right here. This part here. This is the part that makes contact. Keep all of your fingers tightly bound together. It's here, there, here, even down like so, here, like so. That's an inside knife hand, inside, because it's coming inside your opponent's body and inside your own. Inside, inside. This is out because it's the outside of you, okay? Here, there, there. Hey, 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 hey. That is the knife hand. One additional way the knife hand is used, and I'm fond of this as well, is scooping up, as if you're scooping out ice cream with your hand. It's here. This is in close here, like so. Here, other way, here, like so. I'm exaggerating it so you can see the technique here. Same part of the anatomy you strike with here. That's done under the chin, towards the neck or throat, and under the nose as well. Can also be done under the ribs, or at the ribs, I should say it this way. And the knife hand in general can attack the shoulders here, side of the neck, inside, the reverse as well, and also the ribs, the knife hand. It's also good for the bony part of the face and head that's not protected by muscle. There are nerves that run all throughout your face. Okay, back on the temple, the knife hand is an excellent choice for striking the temple and the neck. Okay? Now, I know that you enjoyed this video. If you are a beginner, I know that you enjoyed this video. If you are an avid practitioner of martial arts, and maybe you haven't done it for a while, maybe you haven't thought about it in a while, and maybe you have seen this done in this particular way differently than you have ever been taught it before. So just look at it as a refresher course for you that are advanced and even black belts and masters. Okay, if you haven't practiced it in a while, maybe you just should. And if this was new to you, I congratulate you. You just entered into the world of martial arts, martial science, by way of brother teacher. I thank you for your time, for allowing me to come into your home or your dojos and your homes, your dojangs, for this period of space and time, if you will. Practice often, practice intensely, stay on top of the game, or the game is going to beat you. All right, if you have any further questions concerning these techniques, if you need any suggestions on how to train, if you're limited in that you might have some injuries or some limitations, and you need an alternative way to do this particular exercise, or anything that I've already explained to you in time past, feel free to email me. Feel free to ask me that in the comment section below as well, and I will try my utmost to get back with you and answer your concerns. Again, until that time, we'll see you in the next video. This is Brother Teacher. Yahweh loves you, and you know what I'm going to say. I love you. So long and be blessed.